Hello, my loves. I'm so glad you're here for some Sunday inspiration. So today I have something a little different. I don't know, we'll just see how it goes. But I wanted to tell you right off the bat what was going to be happening. So let me see here. Where do I start? So I'm going to be working on a regular 8x10 MDF board. And what I have done is I have been working with, excuse me, I am still not completely over this dang cold. So what I have been working with are my Inktense pencils, which I love, 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 love. And that's what you're looking at here. And I just played and had a good time this week, dreaming of spring. It's snowing, you guys. It's 27 degrees outside. It's ridiculous. So I played this week with my Inktense pencils, and the more I work with them, the more I love them, and the more I feel like I am actually getting better. So I really kind of defined a lot of things this week, which I'm just so happy about. So I'm going to share that with you today. We're going to be using these, and there's going to be a collage pack for today. And so what I've done is I have scanned in all of my original drawings here. And those are going to be for you to use in the collage pack to create with today, because we're gonna do some fun things. And then I also have included in the collage pack from this, I think you can see it, it's a Woman's Home Companion Garden book from 1947. There's so many things. When I go to this book, I'm like, oh, I want to create that, and I want to do that, and I want to do that. So, but you're going to have 3 pages of the different pages that I liked that I'll be using today in this piece as my background. So there's going to be a total of 7 pages. I can't count. Whoa. 7 pages for you today in the collage pack. What a deal. So you'll get all of these. And what I do is I've created them, then I've scanned them in, and then I can, give them to you as your collage pack. And then I'm going to cut them out and use them as collage pieces. It's going to be great. I hope. I haven't created it yet. But what I wanted to do really quick is show you a little bit how the Inktense pencils work. So I'm just going to go right up here to the top, and this is just a regular, this is leaf green, appropriate. And I'm just sketching out a leaf, kind of real sketchy. And I am actually going to I'm going to be starting a new series on mini workshops to go along with the Sunday inspiration, and this is going to be one of them. How to use the Inktense pencils and watercolors and different things in mixed media. So I've just dipped my brush and I am almost kind of using a scrub effect. And and the secret is letting it dry, which I'm not very good at. But I did it this week. I just would do several pages, the first layers, and walk away and do other things, get other projects done, and come back and then continue, because the magic is in the layers. So, like on these 2 leaves, these are nice and dry. I can come back in now and add a few little bit more definition on that one. Dip my brush. and you get even more definition. Or I can take my pencil and load up my brush that way, kind of offload it to see what my thickness is, and come back in and just drop some paint in there. And then you let it dry, which is very hard for me. Let it be, even because you don't want to use the heat tool on these, because you want to naturally let it dry and let it pool in the spots that it does, because that's the wonder of it. That's the magic, because you just can't predict how it will look, and when you come back it's like, oh my goodness. So I wanted to show you that quick so you could see a little bit of the process, and then next week I'll have a video, a mini lesson on watercolors and Inktense pencils. So that's enough for now. Let's get started. lovies, there she is. Oh, the details of the flowers and everything. And I used, on the backgrounds, I used walnut ink because I wanted it to look really organic and maybe kind of like dirt. This is just like packing paper or whatever, and I put some walnut ink on there. If you're using walnut ink and then putting stuff over it, just make sure you spray it with a fixative so that it stays exactly the way that you want it. But, oh my goodness. So just remember that you will get 4 pages of flowers. It's like 77 pieces. And then you're going to get 3 pages of this 1947's Better Home and Gardens flower book thing. So anyway, those will be available as a collage pack. And then coming up this next week, I'm going to be doing mini courses as takeoffs on the Sunday inspiration videos. I will teach it full on, teach you the techniques, and then put it together in real time. And those are just kind of mini. They're not going to be super long, but just a little bit more detail if you want that. So those will be available this week. I tried to get it done for today. There's just not enough time in the day. So, all right. It is it is time. It's just a super simple phrase, and you're like, what the heck are you talking about, girl? But this caught me off guard this week. It stopped me in just this phrase. I was watching, I don't know if any of you are familiar with Melody Ross. She's from Brave Girls Club, and she does a lesson every, lesson every month. And this was just a blip in the screen. It wasn't even really part of the lesson. But you know when that happens, when something is said or my video spurs something, or you read something and it just stops you and it makes you think and it inspires you, it changes you, whatever it is. Those are the things that I'm constantly looking for to inspire art, and that's what happened. And it's just a simple statement, but it's life-changing if we react to this. It is time, and for me right now, it is time for me to do a few things. I need to change some attitudes. I need to stop whining about some things. Just that kind of stuff that it just said, I just was like, yeah, that's exactly right. And sometimes, I don't know about you, but for me, I get tired of myself. You know, you just are like, oh my goodness, girl, stop whining. This is enough. Let's get over this and move on. We've had our time. We've had healing time. We've had all that. And then sometimes you just got to pull up your big girl panties and move on and get over yourself. And that's what I needed this week. And sometimes we need just that And so I wrote down a list of things that come to mind when I think about it is time. It is time to forgive. It's a time to let go. It's a time to declutter, not just our homes, but our soul. It's time to lose weight. Amen. It's time to walk away. It's time to walk in. It's time to take a risk. It's time to trust. It's time to love. Sometimes when you've been hurt, taking the risk to love somebody again, it's time to say the things we need to say to our family, whether they're good or they're hard. It's time to say those things to our coworkers and tell people how much we love them and appreciate them, and then also speak the truth about our boundaries. It's time to get out of your comfort zone. Oh man, do I struggle with that. It's time to take the class or the course. It's time to ask for what you want. It's time to be quiet. Sometimes you just need to shut up, you know? Sometimes I just need to stop talking. It's time to speak up. And then there are moments when, like this week, when this happened, It is time. Sometimes we don't even know what it is time for, but you know that there's this unsettled thing within you that's just inside you, and that means it is time to get quiet and search out what it is. What's your soul, your heart trying to tell you? Meditate, pray, whatever it is for you. It is time to get quiet to find out what's stirring in your soul, so that you can make it happen. And it's time to live a life that's fulfilled, because it's not a dress rehearsal. It goes fast, you guys. It's going faster and faster the older I get. All right. That is I love this. And so all week when I read it, I'm just like, I'd start to do something and I'd get whiny or tired or whatever it is, like getting to the gym. I just kept saying this over and over again. It's time. It's time to stop making excuses. It's time to do the things that you've said you could do and you're not doing. It's time. And man, as it helped, I've had a great week, a better week, and it's just getting better as I just focus on this. And so this could be something that you could make and put up to remind you every day. This original will also be available too, and prints and stuff like that. All right, lovies. Oh, I just love you guys. I am so, so grateful for this community and what you mean to me and what you bring to my life and how you encourage me every single time I'm here with you. I'm just so grateful. And so I hope that your Sunday is awesome, and I hope you always know that you are loved. Talk to you soon.